Go big or go home. That is what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome. I'm going to take just a second, get us live on Instagram, and we can get rocking and rolling, talking about our goals and the things that we want to accomplish. We really want to emphasize how working backward from the win is the best way to operate. If you want to be a high performer, must first define what is the win. Action, remember, according to Pablo Picasso, action is the foundation, no key to all success. I will repeat that. Action is the foundational key to all success. So why are we having these morning sessions together? It is because proper preparation prevents the poor performance. It means when we are getting up, we're taking action, and we are really defining the outcome of what does it mean to start with the end in mind, to want to work backwards from the win, whatever the win is, right? And when I was in high school, played competitive basketball, varsity level, all the years, it was awesome. There was a saying that went, go big or go home. Well, what did big mean then? It meant we were aiming for the championship. We were going for the win. That meant something then. If you're in business, if you're a revenue generating professional, your win, your basketball championship, whether it's building a, multi-million-dollar a year company, or it's just wanting to bring in 10, 20,000 extra a month, wherever you are and whatever your win and however that is defined as, the only actual way to get there is through taking proper action steps daily. When we go into our days and we are clearly defined on the direction that we want to move forward, we are able to execute at levels that are so much higher than what we ever would have thought possible. So as you go through your day, I want you to, like I said, define the outcome, and that's what this morning is about. So we can work backwards. We want to really identify what is that one single highest leverage activity that you could do right now, and how do you know you will actually have achieved it by the time we reflect at night? So sorry, I want to test something today because I tested this last week and I want to make sure somebody's on the other line. So again, to kind of reiterate, how do you know by tonight whether or not you've accomplished the things that you set out to do today or the things that you set out you did? For me, I have a tool that I've been able to create. It's very, very, very proper, thorough. I'm very excited about it. It takes all the daily action steps that my team and I need to be able to execute on, and it tracks our metrics, key performing index, all the things, right? And thanks to Claude, we're actually able to create these types of documents now that can very quickly create the data validation boxes, the links between the different tabs so that all of your stuff is able to communicate. And I have actually created that, which I will end up sharing eventually. I'm still fine tuning it before I go public with this. So going back to the whole basketball concept, right? So I was a basketball player. You could have played anything. Michael Jordan, perfect example, was cut from his school varsity team. And instead of giving up and not moving forward, he actually used that as fuel, he later said, because he never actually feared the failure. He feared not trying. So if you don't try by the end of the day, is that going to feel good? If by the end of the day, you really gave it all out there and you identified what it meant, how you were able to track that success or not, right? Again, going back to the basketball theme today, for whatever reason, as we're shooting free throws, people are tracking that. As you're shooting your lay-ins, people are tracking that. As you're intercepting the ball, people are tracking that, right? As you are getting rebounds, people are tracking that. Are you tracking what you are doing? This is the real question, right? Because again, not only does proper preparation prevent poor performance, data that gets measured gets improved. So if you are super focused on a few high leverage activities, what do you think would happen if you were to focus solely on your highest leveraging activity? Do you think that that would have an impact? Do you think that you would be able to see and feel noticeable results and changes in your activity by the end of the day? Do you think that that compounding effect would start to take hold after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of doing that? These are questions to ask yourself, right? So I know what I need to do. I'm playing the social media game, hence these live sessions, although I really quite like the live sessions regardless, right? I know that cold calling's in my mix. I know that sending emails, outreaches, identifying very specific as a speaker, associations, speaking events, etc. And I've got all that mapped out and now have a tracking ability for it. I am going to test something here in a couple of minutes just to make sure, because I want to make sure that we're really thinking, we're really able to say, okay, if I want to see said result, what is it that I need to do? If you want to see a certain result, what is it that you need to do, right? Is it the cold calling? Is it the setting lunches? Is it what exactly, right? Because again, everybody is different. I would love to show you, so I'm actually going to practice this as a live right now because I want to see if my screen can be shown for me to show one of the charts for the marketing aspect. And if that is the case, to see if my EA is available to be able to test this. So she should be hearing me if she's live. So let's go ahead and see. This is like I said, this is a test. Sometimes you just got to do these things. I've tried it and failed already. So I'm going to share the screen. The last time I shared the screen. Hey, so I'm testing the share the screen. Are you on the live? Okay, interesting. I can't actually, there's no showing. So, all right, I'm sharing the screen. Can you see this screen that I'm sharing? It says StreamYard is sharing. Maybe I got to add that. Hey, okay, I have to add it to there. Now are you able to see if I show this document? Are you able to see a daily tracker? Okay. I wonder how to actually make that share. What if I remove myself back? Okay, so you're not able to see. Okay, share screen. Okay, so that's quite a bit delayed. Okay, so are you able? Okay, so I just pulled up the full document. You can see where it says Jess and Tammy. Okay, cool. Now, are we in real time? Can you hear me talking to you? of just a few seconds. Can you go ahead and write real quick into a comment? Yep, please. So if you were to comment right now, let's see if that shows up. I can at least see that I'm showing, which is a positive. So I had to add it to the screen. Thank you, everyone. This is a test, a live test. So if you've actually watched this far, awesome. I will go ahead and show this tool. Seeing the screen. Did you just write that? Okay, so that's at least in real time. So that's cool. So there's that. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Actually, just stay on the line in case I have other questions. Stay on this line. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go back to this document. All right, so this is an example of something that I put together. This is the live strategy. This is the daily plan, a scorecard to be able to show what my goals are and the percentage of accomplished throughout the week. The marketing plan, I'm still optimizing this, but the different things that we need to do and post. The outreach, so warm calls, LinkedIn, all of the things. And you can kind of see I created a 16-week and it all adds up. We have our metrics that we're actually tracking. Actually, this could just be that all link towards our scorecard. We have the finances here that we'll be tracking. Again, this is a new document, as you can see, with the goal for what we want to be achieving. So when you think about your actual daily targets, okay, and the actual outcomes for sales specifically, targeting leads added to lists. So we want to make sure we're researching, get all that ready. New LinkedIn connections, building that out, LinkedIn comments, LinkedIn outreach, cold email, right? So for you, cold calls, warm calls, follows ups, referral info, intro asks for, reactivations if something's gone dead, voice notes, video sent, speaking pitches, depending on your business, this is mine, discovery booked calls, and then other ways to be able to keep track of that outreach. So again, I'm challenging you is I know your goals are different than mine, and that is completely cool. And at the same time, in order to make sure that we are doing the thing that we said that we were going to do and focusing on those very high leverage activities, what is it that you can do today? What is your number one highest leveraged activity that you can do today? Write that down. Spend a few minutes thinking about this. And when you see this, write that comment in the link below. And I look forward to hearing about this further as we move forward in the future. All right. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you imagine, because remember, your life, your journey, your choice. Have a wonderful day.